We explain the faith of Judaism. Upon the arrival of the Greeks in Mesopotamia, the people of Judah were eventually put under the rule of the Seleucid division of Alexander's general Seleucus upon Alexander's death. It was at this time that the Greeks began to coin the people as Jews, some believe coming from the word Yehudi, the tribes that lived in Judah. Antiochus III had allowed the Jews to continue their religious practices in Jerusalem. However, his son Antiochus IV outlawed the faith. He made the Jews worship Greek gods, and in 168 BCE he overran the temple, killing thousands and setting up an altar to Zeus. A Jewish priest named Matthias led a large-scale rebellion against the Greeks. His son Judah Maccabee took over the rebellion after his death using guerrilla tactics. Within 2 years the Greeks had left, and Judah called for the second temple to be cleansed, to build an altar and light the menorah in celebration of the restoration. One night of celebration oil burned for 8 in the rededication, and this is remembered as Hanukkah. However, the independence was short-lived. Eventually, the Romans would take over the area and disperse the Jews from the region after a short rebellion in the 2nd century AD CE. A Jewish state would not return to this region until after World War II. This dispersion is often called the diaspora. The Jewish faith itself is monotheistic, believing in a God called Yahweh, who created the world and regulates the rules and behaviors of that world. 3 of the important aspects of the Jewish faith are the covenant, the law, and the prophets. The covenant is the agreement between the Jewish people and God to follow the law, which can be found in the Torah and Talmudic verses, among others, that were spoken and written by the prophets. The laws regulate everything from commerce to diet to clothing, and they also create checks on immoral behavior. The prophets are important figures who were sent as messengers from God to encourage people to obey the laws. They would preach about avoiding God's punishment, the coming of a Messiah, and a call for social justice in the poor and the needy. They also preach about a just God. Judaism was unique in its concept that it strictly held on to monotheism, refusing to worship neighboring gods. They also wrote down the foundations of faith, allowing all followers to have access to the knowledge instead of just priests and rulers. The faith also portrays a God that is more connected to humans than nature, and a religion that is a way of life rather than a way of ritual.